welcome back to another episode of the Dynamite Review. We are back again, Big Three, me, Ao, and Marcus. We've got quite a good Dynamite to get into, in my opinion. I had quite a lot of fun with the episode last night. But before we get into that, please do like, subscribe, send your super chats if you're feeling generous. We will get into some of those in just a moment. But before we do, Marcus, back another week. How you feeling, brother?
Back another week. That's what's up. I'm doing all right. Another good episode of Dynamite. I had a lot of hype going into it with the card. Didn't disappoint for me, really. The matches were awesome. Really good. Didn't quite reach the heights that they can, but that's what you deal with when you're on wrestling television. But again, stuff advanced. Matches were really good. I was entertained by it. Let's get into it. I've already talked about it.
Yeah, man. It was, I feel the same way. The card was really good on paper. There were some things that didn't hit quite as much as I wanted them to, but it's wrestling. It's going to happen. But, Ao, back on the podcast. How you feeling, man?
I'm back. Good, not great Dynamite last night. A lot of things to enjoy, though. A lot of things to talk about. Excited to get into it. Like you said earlier, like, subscribe and super chat. I got my blunt ready. I'm ready to pod.
Sick one. We do have a couple of super chats building up, so we can get those before we get into the actual review. As long as any of them haven't got swear words in, because we're still in the first 5 minutes.
All right. Isaiah Barry, $2 super chat. Any idea on who Kyle Fletcher was in place of? So I saw Meltzer say that it was gonna be like a real out of the box thing, and this came together last minute. It couldn't have been too last minute because I knew about Fletcher MJF since last Thursday, so at least a week now. So yeah, I'm not sure what Meltzer's talking about there. He was like nobody you could think of real out of the box. Maybe Oku, but I don't know. Them doing it at a Rev Pro show makes a lot more sense than Oku coming on to Dynamite. So yeah. I'm not sure. I'll ask in the next pod. I'll say something, but that was the first time I ever heard of that not supposed to be the match. The homie Chi-Town Spurs, $10 super chat. We must stop the woke agenda from the country. Checks notes Algeria. Algeria. All time stupid day on here. Logan Paul in a fire with scorpions. I was off Twitter today for like 3-4 hours during the afternoon. I had no clue this shit was happening. I come back to the timeline. The first thing I see is a picture of Hasanabe reacting to one of Ibu's tweets, and I'm just like, what the fuck did I miss today? But it's really nasty. It's really nasty that Logan Paul, just because of like who he is able to just go and just be as bigoted as he wants on Twitter, and WWE just decides that they just have to eat shit and just let it happen because he's Logan Paul. How much business does Logan Paul really drive for them? Like, I know the whole Prime stuff and all that. That's one thing, but like, is anybody really watching WWE because Logan Paul is on it? Like, SmackDown's still gonna do their 2.1 million regardless of whoever's on that show. The only one who drives the number up for Fox is Roman Reigns and Cody to a lesser extent. But Logan Paul's not doing that. Yeah, I saw like Isla Dawn, they said something about it and everything. But it's crazy, bro. Especially since Logan Paul, he just goes with whatever is cool on the internet. Like, I'm sure he's a shoe bigot, but like, I remember a few years ago when George Floyd and all that stuff was happening, he gave it's not just cool to not be racist, you have to be anti-racist. It's like, my nigga, I literally see you reading off of a sheet right now. Like, I see you reading your script. Like, that was just complete bullshit. And whether it's that or he's crypto scamming his dumbass fans or whatever he's got going on, he's just a piece of shit, bro. Just wrestle and chill your disgusting battery acid energy drinks and fucking hydration drinks, bro. Like, people keep forgiving you for shit. I don't know why, and you keep telling them that they shouldn't. Anyway, fuck Logan Paul. Jan Theodore, $2 Canadian. We appreciate you, brother. Takesha only the G1. Facts. Need a genuine AEW push.
Yeah,
bro. He's been going crazy. If Konosuke Takesha is not a bona fide main eventer by Double or Nothing, Tony Khan, we're beating you with hammers, brother. Like, I've given a lot of grace. Yeah, it's time now. I've given a lot of grace on Takesha's booking, more than probably deserved. But yeah, it's time to have a real direction for him, starting as soon as when he comes back. Honestly, I'd have him beat Okada for the Continental. I'd have him win that tournament and beat Okada, unless that's how they're planning to do Kenny versus Okada. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I guess. The homie Anjan $2 super chat. Done investing in the Hanger or the Elite. It's tough out here, bro.
Brother, it's hard being an Elite fan.
It's tough out here, bro.
We are in hell.
We're in hell, and people are like, "Oh, you're being dramatic. You're being dramatic. This is how Hangman's story is gonna go, bro." I don't like, unless something changes, he's not winning the world title in 2024. That's not where these winds are blowing, bro. It's just not, like, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. There's someone who's heavily rumored to beat Bryan Danielson for the title during his last match at Wrestle Dream, and it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. I don't want to see it. A lot of people aren't going to want to see it, and it's just like, why? Like, why would you? I don't know, bro. There's so many people on the roster that could use the rub of beating Bryan Danielson for his last full-time match in his home state. There's so many people that could use it. Swerve could use it. Hangman could use it. Darby could use it. So many people that could use it, and they're just giving it to somebody. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It is what it is. I guess.
It is what it is. It's rougher.
Isaiah Berry $2 super chat. Was a lights out thing intentional or an error? Well, I mean, it had to have been an error.
Nothing happened.
Since nothing happened, it was never referenced again. I don't see how that could have been intentional. Weird moment though. Weird moment.
It was a pretty weird moment.
Hey man, it's South Carolina. It is what it is.
They barely got civilization down there. Damn $2 super chat. Only thing we can. # we want Hangman. We do want Hangman, bro.
We very much do.
Listen.
No pause. We're from Philly.
We'll get into it later, but I can't say I'm convinced on the decision. But anyways, that is the conversation.
Is it a former champion? Yes, it's a former champion. All right, let's go. I'm not.
But yeah, no, we'll get into some of that stuff later. Not spoilers, because we don't know shit. But Dynamite opened up with another MJF promo, which isn't my favorite trend in the world. I prefer when Dynamite opens up with wrestling, but you know, it happens. I don't remember a lot of this promo. I just remember him saying that South Carolina is a bad place in America, sort of shit. I don't know. It was a very Max Pilled promo, as he does. Then Osprey came out, tried to attack him, but Max frowned because, of course, he did. And then they went straight into the Lance Archer match. But hopefully you guys remember more of the promo than I do and can talk about it a little bit.
His own promo right before the match.
He did. I do remember some of that. And no, actually, I do remember not liking this segment because of Osprey's promo would have worked better if Max didn't already have international bookings. Because Osprey didn't take any when he was international champion. And that was Osprey's whole shtick. But, you know.
See, my entire thing about it was like, you're doing the whole pro-America thing as a heel. Like, I get that. But the two stages you've run it in are, let me check my notes.
Bro, he's running it through the Bible Belt, bro. He's running this pro-America thing through the Bible Belt. Like, it's not like he's in, like, super liberal cities. They're just going to be like, you nationalist motherfucker.
You're South Carolina.
South Carolina and Tennessee is crazy.
Like, bro,
it's
like
crazy.
And they're doing USA chants. You have to immediately shout all of them down and say, no, I'm not talking about y'all.
And like I'll give Max grace here. Like, I'll give MJF grace here. It's like it's not his fault. Clearly, like these were the cities booked, but it's just like, and I get he had like a vision for this pro America run that he was on, but it's difficult because he wants to be like, oh, America awesome, but not this one specific spot of America. And this is like the third week in a row that he's had to do this shit. But where are they going next week for Dynamite?
Back to the South, I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're doing this whole South. And then he had a collision promo too. We had to do that shit in Arlington. Just like, they're not gonna boo that, bro. They're not booing that shit. North Carolina next week. Yeah. But
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Oh, brother. Still hang black people down there.
Hey man, I got people from North Carolina. My grandfather's from South Carolina, but yeah.
You gotta use all her fucking rapping PD Pablo in the chat. Stop, bro. All right. Where was we down on?
Archer Osprey match.
Yeah, Lance Archer versus Osprey, which I thought was pretty fun. I don't think it was as good as their previous two bouts, but they also didn't have as much time. Thought it was pretty cool. Lance Archer going straight for the chokeslam did pop me quite a lot. I think Lance Archer should be more of a player on TV, not just when they need someone to like have a match and lose. I think he's worth much more than that to AEW. But yeah, pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Of course, Max came back out afterwards. Then Carl Fletcher made the save and cut a pretty good promo, in my opinion.
Yeah, good babyface promo.
I like it.
Good babyface promo. And next week we are getting Carl Fletcher versus MJF. Ayo, what did you think of the match and the post-match stuff that happened?
I just wanted to touch on the whole Osprey. I didn't do any international books. I feel bad for him because it's just like he literally just ran that gauntlet during the whole during the whole summer of Osprey, year of Osprey thing that he had going on when he came back from injury in 2023, and then he just took all those indie bookings that he didn't have to take, and then he finally comes to America, gets the international title, and then people were like, "Well, you're gonna go back to the Indies?" So he just fucking left the Indies, but
the Indies. But that kind of plays into what they could have done with Max. Max could have just cut a promo and been like, "I'm doing your whole shtick better than you did it," sort of shit. Like, I don't know, it would have been so easy.
There's a great story.
MJF, if you're listening, cut that in your promo next week.
Yes.
After you beat Fletcher.
Yeah.
But it was I literally just rewatched Lance Archer versus Will Osprey, the G1 match they had, and that was an awesome match. I was low-key hoping we just got that on TV. We didn't. We still got a really good match, but we didn't. A lot of Lance Archer's offense that he did in that match, he doesn't do anymore. Like the Iron Claw, he's not going to do that anymore with the Von Erich boys around now. He does a muscle buster in that match. He's not going to do that with Samoa Joe being a former AEW World Champion and just stuff like that. Osprey also cut back some of the stuff in his offense that he used in that match. He was still a junior heavyweight when that match happened. He just happened to be in the G1. But I really did like this match though. I feel like it was really enjoyable. The crowd, if they weren't up for anything else, they were really up for this match, which was good. It was disappointing. They had the numbers, but they just weren't a good crowd this week. Which was fucking annoying. But I really liked the match.
Good shit. Marcus, did you like the match? We'll do that first, and we'll circle back to the stuff that happened after.
I like the match a lot. You know, you see people that have just really good chemistry with each other. You know, you've seen Hangman and Danielson wrestle countless times, and they're all really good. Archer and Osprey across multiple countries has always been really good and enjoyable because the dynamic is just so cool. Like, Archer's just going in there trying to murder Osprey. That chokeslam he did on him was fucking brutal.
That was you trying to put him through the mat on that
chokeslam. For sure. Like, trying to put him dead through the mat. And the office did in the corner where he just hit knee strikes on him all day long. It was great. The hook kick that he tries to go on, it's so cool because Archer being as tall as he is, you have to get a lot of elevation to hit it, but he hit it with really good snap. And then Archer kicking out one of a hidden blade was wild as hell to me. I can't hold
that was crazy.
Yeah, and then he hit another one, Stormbreaker, 1, 2, 3. Really good match, really physical match. The type of stuff I really like seeing Osprey do on television. Yeah. And Archer could be a really cool special attraction for AEW if they really zero in on it. Like, I would just let him do the collision stuff in Arlington right now. Imagine a him versus hologram feud down there or something like that.
That would be amazing.
Right, yeah.
That would be amazing.
I tweeted it last night. I think he should win the international title at some point because he does go to Japan. He goes to the UK to take bookings. It could be cool. I think Lance Archer would be a great international.
I'm not against Lance Archer winning any of the mid-card belts, honestly. I think he's been underutilized in AEW.
Absolutely.
He's one of the few people that is just like, yo, book me on Twitter. I'm just like, yeah, book him. Because 99% of the time people are just like, yo, TK, book me. On Twitter, it's just like, no, bro. Like, I don't need to see you on my television screen. I would love to see Lance Archer on TV more. And being booked stronger and so somebody tweeted on 4Con, I'm not sure who, but they were listening to they saw a Scorpio Sky interview or something, and he and they asked him if he was healthy or if like what's going on with his Dynamite bookings, why he's not on Dynamite anymore. And you're just like, bro, I'm not like, have you seen who they're booking nowadays? I'm just not good enough to be on Dynamite.
It's so real. Like, I definitely respect that more than like people crying about not getting booked.
That
I'm just not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, I'm just not good enough to be on Dynamite, bro. You're really not, bro. You're not good enough to be on Dynamite. But shout out to you for peeping what's going on.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Scorpius Guy for just being honest about that. But Lance Archer is one of those guys that's like basically an OG that I think still has a place in the current day booking of Dynamite and Collision.
Right.
So
yeah, like I see the squashes that Wardlow did for a couple like months there, and then some of the squashes he got to have. And it's like, damn,
Wardlow fucking sucks, bro.
Which one do we want to book here?
Yo, I remember they had Wardlow doing that squash marathon thing, and then they like brought Lance Archer back because he was gonna like fight someone, so he had a couple of squashes, and we were just like, yo, look at the difference in sauce and skill between these people, bro. Like, if Wardlow wasn't as talented and like charismatic as Lance Archer was, then he would have been world champion by now. But he's not, bro. He stinks.
It's like Archer's taller, bigger, more intense, a better promo, more athletic, pretty much everything you want in the big man.
And has good theme music.
Yeah.
So he's everything that Wardlow isn't. Regardless, Carl Fletcher's become pretty good promo, isn't he? When did that happen? Because I don't know when it happened. But
look, bro, we've been trying to tell y'all about Big Kyle Fletch. Shout out to all the Fletchlights in the chat. I'm not one of them. I'm a grown man. I will not be referred to as a Fletchlight, but everybody in the chat is. You feel me? Especially Monty. So shout out to all y'all in the chat. Kyle doing things, bro. I'm glad I bought those Kyle Fletcher stocks when they was dirt cheap as a singles guy.
I was in the trenches.
Kyle Fletcher is a good wrestler when you don't have people telling you he's not.
Yeah, when you don't have annoying ass bitches in your ear telling you he's not, bro. He a good wrestler.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, like how much he's come, like leaps and bounds. Like even in the last year, like late 2022, early 2023, like their tag run was like crazy, like him and Davis. But like after Davis got hurt, like Carl's made something of himself, bro. Like I can only respect it. He came out to make the save for Osprey. And basically told Max that America like has given him everything he wanted because of his girlfriend and stuff like that. It was a very funny promo.
He said he got his dream girl, his dream car, dream house. Did you say dream life or dream wife?
I think
I'm so confused.
I think he meant to say life, but it definitely came out as wife, and I was just like, bro, you know what? Fair enough.
Could you imagine Scott Blue coming fresh out of surgery? Not
really
knowing
Sky Blue.
Shout out Sky Blue.
A couple going strong in AEW after a week of long-standing relationships just crumbling. You know, a couple still going strong in AEW. You love to fucking see it. Yeah, you love to see it.
They even did promo together in Chicago before.
Charlie, is everything okay?
Everything all right? Everything's fine. Right? Everything's fine. Yeah.
You sure? Checking on Oscar, Peanut in the back, you know.
Yeah, checking on Oscar. He's fine. Oh god, I just disturbed him. My bad. Yeah, but oh god. Okay. Good promo from Carl Fletcher though. So, am I excited for him versus MJF? I think so. I think it will be a good time. Are you guys excited?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I like Carl Fletcher.
I like Carl Fletcher, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Even when I was like on my most down of MJF, and I was just like, oh brother, this guy stinks. I always really liked his bell to bell. He hasn't had a match yet since he's been back. Where I'm just like, yo, like MJF's in ring is like, no matter what you think about him as a character or whatever, or like mind or whatever, like how he builds feuds, like his in ring was always there. I haven't felt that way since he's been back from the shoulder situation. But I don't know. Maybe a fun 15-minute match where they just do big moves and shit is what I need to see. But I'm excited for it. I'm always happy to see Kyle Fletcher in a big spot. I'm sure he'll deliver.
Yeah, maybe the Templario match turns something around. Who knows?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, that is before. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm locked in.
And PAC's back in the ring in Mexico.
Yeah, Pac's back. He's tagging with Rocky.
It's good shit. It's good shit. See, man, might be promotion of the year, but yeah. I think Carl and Max is going to be good because they're not going to be wrestling for an hour. To be honest, that's my take on it. Oh, bro, don't. Speaking of things that were surprisingly tolerable, Chris Jericho was backstage with Big Bill and Brian Keith and Alex Marvez, I think it was, that was there. He had a cake, 102 days as FTW champion. He had a lot to say about Shibata, and then they've basically announced that Brian Keith is going to be challenging Shibata to a match, which I am locked in for because I really like Brian Keith. I think he's a really good wrestler that doesn't get enough time to wrestle on TV right now. I'm locked in for that. Marcus, are you locked in for that?
I am locked all the way in. If you're going to have Chris Jericho on television, let him throw up an assist to Brian Keith and Big Bill. Let them do stuff because they really killed their roles in this whole learning tree stuff, no matter what you think about it. And Brian Keith, thank God, now he's finally healthy because I think in the observer said he had a broken orbital bone and that.
I thought I said collarbone or something like that. So the sling was just a work.
Yeah, the sling was a work, but he was.
Yeah, the sling.
Yeah, and he's wrestling Shibata. Like, come on now.
That's for sure.
That.
Yeah,
if you're gonna have young guys get TV time, put them in with veterans that'll hit hard, that'll be aggressive, and people that the crowd gonna get behind. So Shibata and Keith, sign me up.
I figured he would shoot injured before the Observer put anything out because they had like a 6-man coming up, and then the 6-man was quietly turned into a tag, and then he started walking around with the sling and shit. So I figured he had something going on. But yeah, I'm locked in. I like Brian Keith a lot. I didn't know a lot about him until the Battle of Los Angeles that he did. I watched those matches, and then like a month or two after that, I started like watching like his. You were there, weren't you, Charlie?
Yeah, that was the one I was at.
Yeah, so that was the first because I heard about him a lot. I heard that he was one of the best guys on the indies and stuff. But you know, indies
say that about a lot of people.
In giant 2023, 2022 is crazy. So I don't know. I do like Brian Keith though. I'm excited to see him against someone like Shibata. They're probably gonna hit the shit out of each other at the very least, which I'm tapped in for.
Yeah, man. Brian Keith hits hard. I kind of forget every time that he doesn't wrestle for a while, but he can hit hard. It's
What were you calling him to us, Charlie? Wasn't it like Tomohiro Nishii or something like that? I was like, that is very funny, Charlie, but I don't know if that's an appropriate thing for you to be saying. But I have adopted the saying Tomohiro Nishii. If you tweet that on the timeline, make sure you give Charlie WrestlePurists the credit for making up that nickname.
That is not a quote.
Hey man,
do we want to do some super chats? Do we want to do some super chats?
We do.
We do
want to do some super chats.
That is not.
Yo, people have lost their mind. Andrew entered our super chat. The Elite should have come to Stanford last year.
This is crush out. I can't hold you.
Bro, TK is broken my brother Anjan's mind, son. Kale, 20 pesos, we appreciate it. Former champ, Learning Tree, world champ, let's go. That's very nasty.
That's disgusting.
That's very nasty. And I know people are gonna leave this and be like, WrestlePurists said that Chris Jericho's gonna wrestle Bryan Danielson at Wrestle. We didn't say that. We didn't fucking say that. We
did not say that.
Yo, Zorhart, $10 super chat. Other than Jericho, which acts do you think need to be completely off TV? I feel like TV time is at a premium, and we are in a rare AEW state where top programs feature A-tier or better wrestlers.
Really, just Jericho on Dynamite, to be honest.
We done with Bryan Danielson. Get that nigga off my television screen.
Well,
Hangman for Wembley.
We all telling you, Brian.
We all telling you, Brian. You out of here. Now I'm playing. No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing. Anyway, no, I feel like everybody on TV right now, TV time's at a premium. Everybody on TV deserves it. If anything, I feel like
the Acclaim?
More stars. Yeah, the Acclaimed. Get the Acclaimed out of here, bro. Get the Acclaimed the fuck out of here. But if anything, I'll say I wish more stars would be willing to work Saturdays for Collision. I feel like
Yes.
TV time is at a premium, and there's like Collision's been good lately, but you know they've been doing more with less in terms of like top AEW talent that could be working those tapings. So I definitely feel like some people should be more willing to go over there. Bam, $2 super chat. Danielson did to the ratings. # we want Hangman. Yo, I see people trying to get that. There's the Olympic stuff going on. What? Who's watching the Olympics in Big 2024? This is Bryan Danielson's fault. The
Olympics finishes at like 10 p.m. here. Dynamite starts at 1 a.m. There's no Olympics on unless there's replays.
Well, people do be watching.
Well, the replays do numbers, but we're not moving with sense right now. Fuck Bryan Danielson. Kidding. Or am I? Isaiah Barry, $2 super chat. When is the BCC breakup happening? Dead truth.
I think they should just absolve it and never acknowledge it again, because I don't need 6 weeks of an angle of them breaking up.
Y'all like John Mox Van Dam?
The streets ain't fucking with Judo Mox, bro. The streets ain't fucking with.
Y'all like Luke Cage Mox?
Hey man. Hey. $2 super chat. Marco's got the pin last night. We finally eating. Yo, that singles match is gonna go crazy. I'm hoping that they announce it for Collision. It's getting taped today, so I guess we'll know if it happens.
They're in an 8-man Collision. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that leads to a singles match. I have faith. Chicken Owl, $2 super chat. Hearing Triple H and Logan agree on politics a lot.
Well, you be great.
Hey, bro. Say, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, did you see what EJ and Duca said on Instagram? Somebody, or TikTok, whatever app that was. I don't use TikTok, but he was basically like somebody commented. He's like, EJ's so big and so black and so strong that Triple H can't wait for him to come to WWE so he can fire him or something like that. I don't know. EJ was like, facts. So the word's out on talent that Triple H is a triple racist. The H sounds for Hitler. Angie and $2 super chat. Punk making TK fear for his life good. # WWE Elite.
This is crazy.
It is crazy.
This is full crash out mode.
TK, you see what you've done to my boy? You only have yourself to blame, TK. Mid takes $5 super chat. Give me Hangovers. Mark Briscott, all in, please, TK. Also, who's your guys' women's wrestler of the year?
Probably Saru.
Yeah, mine is probably Saru.
It's definitely Saru.
Nobody in North America's had like a crazy year. Athena continues to do great work.
It's not at the same heights as last year though, but last year was like so unbelievable that like it was never going to match up. Like Io Sky's been good. Io Shirai.
Really good year.
I don't watch enough to say for definite though, but what I have watched, she's been good.
Yeah. It's just been a lot of straight consistency in America.
The chat likes Tony.
It's not Tony. Guys, it's not Tony.
Roxanne,
her character
Willow,
work's been on point, but some of her
I do like Willow a lot. I do think Willow's a good shout.
Yeah, Willow's a good one.
I just never like go to like a mid-card ish act as when you think who's won world championships and stuff, and then you work from there. But Willow's probably got my vote now.
Willow's actually a really good shout. I've seen more Willows, but why are people saying it's not Tony?
I would love for it to be Mercedes.
Y'all
I think Mercedes needs to wrestle more. She got the Mercedes got the All In match. She's got the she got the Capital Collision match. Like if she puts up two master classes there, I think she definitely
she'll probably have at least like
in the race.
5 more big opponents this year. I don't know who they are outside of Britt, but that's
Micah. Ew, brother. Ew.
Y'all like Micah?
I'm beating. Don't thumbs down. We're done with Micah. Those main events literally like drove me away from Stardom, bro.
That's real.
Those main events stunk. Anjan, $2 super chat. Former champ McDonald forehead?
MJF.
Oh, they're referencing a hairline.
Oh, McDonald. Oh, his hairline. Or Barnett
That's so
Merchant.
dumb, dude.
Barnett Merchant. That's spiteful. That's spiteful.
Okay.
Novi, $2 super chat. I was at the show live and I'm afraid Dragon got me. Oh,
Hope you had
brother.
fun.
The
Fickle.
libs got another one. The libs got another one. I hope you had fun at the show, but at the same time I don't because you said Dragon got you. Yuzora Hart, $5 super chat. How does TK let the collision go without stars? He can't shoot the Bucks a text and say, y'all asses are on Saturday wrestling a match, or nah, he can. But then I don't know, bro. There's like drama with telling wrestlers to do things. Apparently, being their boss just isn't enough, I guess. I don't know. These Zoomers, they're entitled. Duce Rhodes, $2 super chat. Thoughts on Viva Van? Is she signed?
No clue, and I don't have any thoughts on Viva Van.
I don't have any thoughts.
think she's got a great look. I think her matches aren't the best, but she works hard. She works hard, and she clearly loves the business. I don't know if she's. I don't know if she's a. I'm not sure if she's a national TV talent. Oh, she had like a match against. She's had a couple AEW matches, most of them squashes. She had like a non-squash against Tony Storm on Rampage.
Oh,
right before Forbidden
she's the one
Door.
that had the feud
She gets
with
New
Man Like
Japan
Dries.
bookings.
That's
Yeah.
I do know.
She got the feud with Man Like Dries. That's all
I've only
about, like,
seen the
eating
comic
ass.
stuff, so
Oh,
I have no opinion.
That's just what that is, right, bro. That's just some indie shit, bro.
I don't dislike her. I think and I don't know how old she is either, but I think a couple more years on the indie circuit could definitely get her more ready for being a national TV talent. I don't think she's one right now, but you know, she clearly loves the business. Great look, enthusiastic about wrestling. I think seems like a cool person. Bam, $2 super chat. Boycott all in. # we want.
Go with the UK.
Remember, I spent way too much on tickets to boycott All In.
Bro, Bam and AJ are crashing out. Deservedly so, many are saying. Shot-Town's for his $2 super chat. Anna J gonna save Stardom. Yo, imagine Anna J just comes back a completely different wrestler.
She's gonna come out with a whole bag and shit.
Yo, Jabo, chill, bro. I'm making content here. So chill. Isaiah Berry, $2 super chat. Josh Barnett must pay for his crimes, yo. Fuck Josh Barnett, bro. You was out there fighting plumbers and TV repairmen and vacuum salesmen and shit, bro. We know about your era.
It's the 1962 Celtics of UFC.
We know about your era, bro.
The only thing you did for wrestling was almost fight Jay White. That's the only thing you did.
That was pretty fun.
Oh. Very, very fun. Yeah, please do keep sending your super chats. We will get to them throughout the show. And if you haven't already liked the video, please do that as well. And if you're not subscribed, do that as well. But next up on Dynamite was, I don't think I missed anything out. Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale in an eliminator match for the CMLL Women's World Championship. I didn't think this was as good as their Owen Hart tournament match, but it was never going to be because of the type of finish they were building to. Statlander, Stokely gave Statlander the chain. She basically knocked Willow out and got the win, which means that they will be having another match in the near future. If I had to guess, it will be at All Out. Selfishly, I want it at All In, but yeah, not a bad match at all. There were some really cool spots in here, like the apron spot that they did. I forget what the move was, but that looked fucking gnarly. But yeah, I enjoyed this for what it was. The Death Valley Driver, thank you.
Will did the cannonball on the boards.
Yeah,
on the outside.
Yeah. Good shit. Stat did start to beat Willow down after the match, but Stokely stopped her. So that makes me think the match is sooner rather than later, even though the pay-per-views are like 2 weeks apart. Regardless, Marcus, did you enjoy this? Did you expect the result, etc., etc.?
I knew the result was coming because Willow had beat her, and they had the whole weird finish with the chain. That was gonna come back into play, so they just built off of it for this match. It was cool. It was basically just a means to an end. Plus, the spots were nice. The funny part about that match was when Willow smacked Stokely in the back of the head. That shit was funny to me. They had a lot of nasty spots. They're just two big horsewomen that just beat the dog shit out of each other. And there was a lot of real heat in this rivalry, which is something you always want to see. In terms of match
Willow
quality,
was locked in.
Yeah, she was ready to go. But like with the match quality with them two, the Owen was easily the best because it was the best crowd for starters. But like their matches are never like blow away like you would expect it to be. Hopefully, it's not one of those things where you just don't have great chemistry, despite being great wrestlers in their own rights. But I expect the pay-per-view match to be good. I do.
It's kind of it's one of the they kind of keep getting like set up to like not have the matches that they're capable of, but at the same time, there's always like flashes of brilliance in their matches, but it's never like start to finish. Like this was awesome, even though they're two of my favorite wrestlers alive, regardless of gender. I wonder what I think they really need to be on the All In card. The matches, I don't think Willow versus Stats probably not happening on All In, but like if they could do something to help continue builds to their final blow off match, like a Stadium Stampede maybe that they could square down on each other, or what's it called, Women's Gauntlet match. I would do the first Women's Gauntlet match at All In, even if you have to. Yeah, that's a good idea. Even if you have to put it on the pre-show, I would get it on All In. I would fly in some Stardom talent if I can. I would fly in some CMLL
still more
talent
women's matches than they had last year. So
yeah,
those matches that mattered.
I think it would be a good idea. But I'm enjoying the feud a lot. Like I said, there's huge bright spots in the matches. Like the apron Death Valley Driver was crazy. Catching the drop kick out of the air and hitting a power bomb that was insane.
Brutal. I love that one.
That shit had me out. Shirt was off, brother. But I like this feud a lot. I love that there's a non-title women's mid-card feud going on that people are invested in. Well, I guess it's for a title now because it was they made it into an eliminator match. Now they're gonna wrestle for the CMLL Women's World Championship. But signs for good things ahead. Like Willow said, Mercedes came along. The women are getting a lot more time, and you see it. We got a whole non-title feud that's going through multiple pay-per-view cycles. It's been on multiple arcs. I'm here for it.
And they're actually getting like decent TV time. That sort of stuff.
Yeah, and it's giving people something to do. Stokely has something to do finally that matters as a manager.
I said it this morning, but I'm kind of worried what's gonna happen with Stat after this is finally blown off, because the top two champions are gonna be heels. So it's like we need to keep with Mariah May and Mercedes Moné. So they need to keep finding interesting things for Stat to do, keeping her look strong, but also like away from the title, I guess. But the next time it cycles over to babyface has a title, I think Stat needs to be at the top of the list for who's going to take the title off the babyface.
I agree. I think they should bring Queen Aminata in to feud with her. Take her off of the Ring of Honor cycle for a while. Feud with Stat.
That would be a dope feud. You put it on Collision. That would be awesome.
I'm with that.
You could build the Collision fucking women's roster around them two, really.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do it, if you want to have a really high profile feud, if say Jamie here does come back healthy,
that would be a great first feud. Yeah, that would be a great
first feud as well. Yeah. I'm down with either of those. Yeah, basically, we just want to see Stat on TV and doing things.
Exactly. And be stuff that matters and not just kind of floating around from show to show, just doing whatever.
Absolutely. Up next, though, was everyone's favorite wrestler, had a promo. Bryan Danielson was in the ring. He was wearing a black t-shirt, which meant that he was getting down to business, very serious, obviously. It was a really good promo because, of course, it was. He's Bryan Danielson. He's one of the best wrestlers alive, sort of thing. Obviously, Swerve Strickland came out, and Swerve had a hell of a promo here as well. I think this was one of his best performances on the mic as champion so far, which isn't saying a lot because he's had loads of good performances, but there was just something about this. I think it was maybe him leaning into his edgier side, edgier in terms of you know what I mean. But no, I really like this segment. I was a little bit caught off guard by them doing the title versus career. Kind of hate that they've added that, but just because it is Bryan Danielson still doesn't mean that the outcome is as obvious as people think it is, because it's Bryan Danielson. You never know what he's gonna decide on the day what he wants to do. But Ayo, did he get you? Are you locked in for Bryan versus Swerve?
I mean, I have to be locked in. There's always gonna be like the hovering thing of like, damn, bro, this was supposed to be Hangman Page's moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked the promo exchange. The crowd was into it. That was another thing that the crowd was into on the night.
Yes.
It wasn't a lot of things, but it was between this and the Osprey match. We had them. I don't like putting careers on the line when it's obvious that the person's not gonna lose. And I get it. Last time people thought it was obvious when he put his WWE on the career on the line against Roman Reigns. They were like, oh well, even if he loses, he just said SmackDown, because at first it was I'll leave WWE if I can't beat Roman, and then it was just like, oh, I'll leave SmackDown, and then it seems like he was just gonna go to Raw. They're just like, no, actually, I'm out of here, guys. But I always thought that Danielson was gonna win. This match, this only further makes me believe that Danielson's gonna win this match. Which isn't inherently a bad thing, but it depends what you do with it on the back end. If it turns into Swerve's the one who retires Danielson, great. If it turns into Hangman is the one who retires Danielson, great. If it turns into somehow we got Takeshita, we turn Takeshita into a main eventer by the time Wrestle Dream comes along, that's great. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what they do with it. Right now, I'm not so sure that they're gonna stick the landing on the back end. And people just keep going like, yo, everybody who wants Hangman in the main event, just wait until the match. Just wait till the match is the match of the year. Just wait until 50, 60, 70,000 people are doing yes chants to the final countdown. Bro, we all understand that this is gonna be like great. Yes. We understand there's gonna be scenes. Nobody is like confused. Nobody like thinks that this isn't gonna be a match of the year. Nobody thinks that like like him going yes with 1 million people behind him isn't gonna be an amazing scene. Like, we understand all that. Hangman Page though.
Hangman Page, man.
Yeah, we're not slow, bro. We got it. We get it.
It frustrates me so much. This all could have been avoided. Just don't bring him back for the Owen. Don't have him be the wild card, and none of this would.
Just have him do something else. Literally something else. I don't know.
Just bring him back the week of fucking Blood and Guts. It was literally back 2 weeks later.
Or I have a better idea. How about Bryan win the belt 2 fucking years ago?
Yeah, he honestly, Daniel should have been forced to win the belt at the during the Grand Slam match. Like, it was literally just the best thing to do for business at the time. Yes. I love Mox, but it was just like
he didn't need the belt back.
You didn't need the belt back.
Like, you could have done everything that you did with MJF and still have Bryan Danielson win the belt. Like, you could just have him drop it in full gear. The Regal turn would have made more sense because Danielson's closer to Regal than Mox ever was, for starters. Yeah. And then you could have still had him chase MJF to Revolution and do the Iron Man match if that's what you wanted to do. You could have done all of those things, and nothing would have really changed. It would have been better, honestly. But Ken Carver's spilled milk now. It is what it is. It's the bed we made. Go ahead and lay in it.
It is what it is. Bro, actually, I want to... There is 0 chance Hangman Page elicits 1% of the response this match will get. That's because he would be the heel. This is a babyface versus babyface match they've now booked.
Bro, you have to watch the television show, bro. There's no larger responses in AEW than when Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page are staring down. There's no bigger response in AEW that when those two people are in the vicinity of each other and about to fight. That's the biggest response that AEW can muster. It's the hottest story in AEW and has been the hottest story in AEW for a long time, bro.
Since last September.
It just is what it is. You saw the people chanting holy shit when they looked at each other. Blood and Guts. People chanted holy shit when they looked at each other a couple weeks before that. People are really invested in this story. Like, we get it, bro. We get it. The yes chants at the end of All In are going to be scenes. Hangman Page.
Bro, I have said from the beginning, it's not because Bryan Danielson has won. I have no issues with Bryan Danielson winning. It's the fact that they've fucked up Hangman's story again. And we've been going through this year on year on year, and it never ends. Ever since 2021, bro. It's been hard. It's been hard.
It's like I'm not in like full crash out mode over it and nothing like that. But at the same time, what does Heyman do now at All In?
That's the
biggest
issue.
of the year, one of your biggest stars, and what is he doing?
I'd just rather not see him on the card at this point over what people are pitching on Twitter, because I don't want to see him wrestle fucking Jeff Jarrett.
Why are y'all doing this? Like, can we talk about Jeff Jarrett real quick?
Bro, even if I like Double J.
anyways.
I like Double J, bro. But why? Literally, why? Why do you want to see Hangman Page versus Jeff Jarrett on a stadium show? Why do you want to see that? What do you think is gonna happen there? It's not gonna be a more successful match than the Owen match. It's just not. But we can wait to talk about Double J when we get to the Danielson. Oh, is that next?
It's
like
literally
graphics,
next.
like
So unless you've got anything you want to say about Swerve or this program real quick.
No, I'm on Double J's ass now, bro. You give this nigga an inch. You give this nigga an inch and he takes a mile. You put him in the Owen. It's like, all right, yo, he was one of Owen Hart's best friends, if not his complete, like, absolute best friend. He does a good job baby facing himself. Puts Hangman Page over. Gets him heel heat. Should have been done there. But no, you make him the special ref referee or the special enforcer, whatever, bro. Special enforcer of the match. Becomes involved in the finish. He's beating up Stooges. Okay, cool. Should have been done there. No, he's part of the Road to All In story now. Why is Double J part of the Road to All In story? Why is he a main factor in this story, bro? He's pumping up Bryan Danielson for a big match, making sure Bryan Danielson knows what this is all about. Bro, you don't think 10-time world champion, however many times it is, Bryan Danielson doesn't know like how to pump himself up for a big match, bro? He doesn't need you in his ear. Like, why are you here? If you're gonna go all in, make sure you go all in. Shut up, bro. Shut up. All right. Like, and now he's wrestling Bryan Danielson next week, bro. Double J can never just do good business and then shake hands and then take his ass to the back and produce some matches. Go produce some matches, bro. You always want to be all in the music video. You always want to be all in the front, bro, rapping along to the songs and shit. Shut your old ass up. Shut your old ass up, bro.
It's like,
that's all I gotta say on Double J.
Bro,
it's like we don't need you here, bro. Like, go ahead, Charlie.
I have no issue with them doing Hangman versus Jarrett in another match if that's what they're choosing to do on the Road to All In. It should not be at Wembley fucking Stadium. I have no issue with that match being on a Dynamite. On one of the other pay-per-views. It's Wembley Stadium. That is not how you book one of your top talents on the biggest show of the fucking year. No other show for AEW is going to sell 40,000 tickets this year. What are we doing?
It's like you overcomplicate this shit and you kind of book themselves into a corner with this. Like, sure, it maybe could work out in the end, but when the hell is the end? And we don't have to do it like this.
Mm-hmm. So fucking dumb.
No, Swerve was great in the segment. He was awesome. He looked great.
Swerve was great.
He basically said, I'll beat your ass when we don't get it twisted. This is for the World Championship. This ain't no charity. This ain't a Lifetime Achievement Award, which, thank God he said that, because this feels like a Lifetime Achievement Award if we don't have a great segment. Which, thank you, Swerve. Remember, this is the championship. I'm here. Like, I'm going to break your fucking neck. Unlike you, I actually beat the Elite last week, which you couldn't do. So,
yeah, that was good shit.
Right, yeah. Swerve did a great job of elevating himself during this promo. Yeah, like this is being treated like a Lifetime Achievement Award. And like we said, bro, we wish Bryan Danielson was a former AEW World Champion. Two-time World Champion even. Bro, but there was better times to put the belt on him than right now. Like there were times when AEW was just like, when we were just like, yo, what is AEW gonna do? And that was embarrassment of riches at the top of the card, bro. You have Osprey ready to be champ whenever. You have Swerve ready to be ready to keep being champ. You have Hangman ready to be champ. Like these options weren't all available at multiple points in time in AEW. And Danielson was a really safe choice, a really safe and exciting choice to make world champion. And he was just like, nah, I don't want to win the belt. And now we're here. And he's just gonna win. He's literally winning the belt like the second worst possible time of his AEW run. The first worst possible time was when he just got there and Kenny had to drop it to Hangman in the first place. This is like the second worst possible time.
The irony of Bryan Danielson getting in the way of somebody else when the crowd has their heart set on him is very funny.
Crazy. But like I said, this would all be perfect. It would be okay, bro, if you just drop the belt to Hangman, Swerve, to catch the whoever at Wrestle Dream. But who knows? Who knows if that's
Here
where
we
we're
are.
going. You want to get? We have like 7 super chats. You want to get into?
I was about to say, let's get into them because a lot of them relate to what we've just been talking about.
Because I'm already riled up. Let's go and get it.
Keep the super chats coming, y'all. Like the video, subscribe. Keep the super chats coming. We appreciate the support. Isaiah Berry, $2 super chat. Should say Miz better than Bryan. # we want Hangman. Look, man, people are saying this. Whose house is bigger? You feel me?
Hey, man. Mike James said go to that bingo hall.
You feel me? Yo, they always do that. Yo, remember when Miz was like, niggas was on Miz's ass every week, and they're like, how dare you? How dare you talk about Mike Mizanin in such a manner? Look how hot his wife is. Look how big his house is. Look how cute his kids is. And you dare say Mike Mizanin can't wrestle? Shut up, bro. Shut up. What does that have to do with anything?
But the only person allowed to ride a nigga dick is like the only people allowed to ride that nigga dick is Maurice, not y'all.
Yeah, leave it to his wife, bro. Leave it to his wife.
Stop doing it.
Where we at? Oh, bam, $2 super chat. Keep it going. # we want Hangman.
Brother.
I wonder what would happen if we literally started this. It's too late now, but like if we started it after he lost. What would happen? Like if we just like put everybody behind the fucking We Want Hangman campaign. The internet would get so stupid so fast. Black Yakuza, $5 super chat. TK will never forgive Hangman for starting Punk's crash out and departure for the company. He's gonna hold it over him forever and book him like this. I fucking hope not, bro.
Oh the God, he doesn't.
If that's true, he's paying Hangman a ton of fucking money to spite book him. Hangman, bro, Hangman's paid, son. Like that new contract wasn't no fucking. He didn't take no hometown discount on that, bro.
Nope,
so
he got buku money. Childberry Blue.
Yeah. So if TK did all that just to spite book him, then he's a dickhead. So I don't think that's the case. I just think that he has a vision for All In, and that vision is get this belt on Danielson, no matter what.
Yeah.
Jumanji Hunter, $5 super chat. As someone who thought should Osprey to win the belt at All In, do you feel his momentum overness has dulled a bit with the MJF feud? I do think that
momentum.
I don't think he's less. Yo, momentum over. Yeah. That's the right way to put it. Momentum, yes. How over he is, no. Because like Osprey, when he just got to AEW, he looked like he was ready to take over the world and stuff. And they did the right thing at Forbidden Door, having Osprey put Swerve over. I'm not against that at all. I'm not in love with this MJF feud, but I'm not gonna say that MJF's the reason why his momentum has slowed down. He's also just not like brand new to AEW anymore, so people are like used to seeing him. But I do think that like next year, Road to All In, if the stories are about Osprey finally like taking the crown in his home country, all that, becoming AEW World Champion, I think you'll have more momentum than ever. Even more so than when he just got here. So I don't think it's a real issue, and I also don't blame MJF, but I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I don't even hate the feud. It's just weird, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it comes across that people think his momentum's been lost as well because of people had such a vision for how he was going to be booked in AEW, and then they immediately like swerved off that, which I think is a good thing, but it's thrown people through a loop of how they're perceiving him on the TV. But he still is over as ever. He's one of the most popular acts. So
it's just such a wrestling fan thing where like you have a whole
vision,
they do the thing that you don't want to do, and all of a sudden it sucks.
I'm saying that out loud, and I'm just like, damn, is that what I'm doing with Hangman?
In a way, yes, but at the same time, it's not unjustifiable.
Yeah, it's wrestling. It's wrestling.
It is wrestling. Cat Conley, $5 super chat. Why is Jarrett and Danielson's All In story, but not any member of the BCC?
You have a whole
group. Dumb.
Thank you. You have an entire faction. You have an entire faction. When's the last time we've seen Yuta and Danielson in the same room together, bro?
Mark's out here eating chips on his damn stomach, holding nunchucks
That
at home. Where's Claudio at?
Nunchucks kicking some boards in half and shit. Nobody knows where Claudio is at. He's signing up for the CMLL Grand Prix and shit.
You just doing. I don't even know.
Yuta, I don't
Yuta
know, bro.
finally
He had the
got
Catch
the
Point
final.
dojo training Mookie Summers. Shout out to the homie Mook.
Big Jericho.
Out to home.
Bam, $2 super chat. This is cutting two talents, Hangman and Swerve. I agree. It is.
Is Swerve ever gonna get his win back?
Apparently not. He's gonna have to get it when Danielson's not a full-time wrestler anymore, which is gonna be nice to see, but it's not the same thing at all. Shot-Town Spurs, $5 super chat. I just want to know whose idea it was to have Layla Gray as Top Flight's flight attendant. That's hilarious. Real graps. They offered Layla, like a year ago, bro. They offered Layla Gray the opportunity to be like a full-time, not ring announcer, but like backstage interviewer, and she would still be allowed to do her stuff on the indies, and she was just like, no, I want to wrestle, which I think was kind of silly because like she's not like AEW's like pushing her on TV or throwing her on TV. Like she was always going to be able to hit her OVW dates. I think she should have done it. She would have became a big star. Like you see how like Samantha Irvin and like Kathy Kelly are stars for WWE. I think it would have been a lot of the same for her to become the AEW version of that. She probably should have done it. But yeah, it's real grabs, bro. Real grabs. Have her as a flight attendant for Top Flight.
I don't know where that happened, but it's very funny, and I like.
Ring of Honor. I saw the picture.
Always. Yeah.
Dunno, $5 super chat. I'm going to Wrestle Dream. TK not walking out if he books Dragon versus the Jutsu. Give me Danielson versus Swerve versus Darby, you coward. Chat, how would you feel? Chat, how would you feel about yo, can y'all get off my dick, bro? Come on, son. Anyway, how would y'all feel about the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson versus the Sensei of Death Jitsu, John Moxley at Wrestle Dream? How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that, chat?
In a karate fencing match.
It's not something that I would.
Is that what you're into? Is that what you desire? Is that what you desire, chat?
Y'all want to see Mox with a bow staff? Y'all want to see him with some stars?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Mox. The chat does not seem to like it. The chat does not seem to like it. Oh no! Oh no!
Bricks? Stick? Come on, Andrew.
Yo, he said I'm sick of y'all talking about Moxley like he's Danhausen. Yo, we love Mox. Yo, this is crazy.
We love Mox around here.
Yeah, we fought with Mox. We fought with everything he done did for AEW.
Redneck Kung Fu move me more. Rather be Claudio. Bryan and Mox have had 3 matches. I think it's 2 or 3. I think it's 3.
Revolution.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Hey, so, read my super chat, Ayo. Did I miss an Angie and super chat?
Did you?
Let's scroll. Oh, I missed this. I did. My fault. If I missed somebody else's, let me know.
Oh yeah.
Did Hangman steal TK's lunch money or something?
A whole lot of lunch money in that case.
Like I said earlier, and if I did think it was like to spite Hangman, I would tell you, but I don't think that's the case. I literally just think it's to twerk on Danielson. Like I think he just wants to throw ass on Danielson by like any meat, like no matter who has to pay for it. It's unfortunate, but yeah. Honest Assault and $2 super chat. Samantha F. Logan Paul. Oh, Samantha period. F. Logan Paul. Swerve, please hog tie Bryan. Yo, Bryan ass do need to get hog tied, son. I can't lie. Shout out to Samantha Irvin. That's a good woman. Fuck Logan Paul. Transphobic, racist piece of shit. And Bryan does need to get hog tied. Isaiah Berry, $2 super chat. We never getting that Bryan and Nigel match. Well, I think we have to remember that he's not retiring after Wrestle Dream. Like I'm sure he's gonna be there at the Tokyo Dome show for Wrestle Dynasty. Like Danielson's definitely on that card. He's gonna be there for the big shows. He's gonna be there Double or Nothing, all that shit. He's gonna be there for Forbidden Door most likely. You know, he's just not a full-time wrestler anymore. Just don't expect to see him on TV weekly. Yeah, he's probably gonna be at All In.
You not fucking with that, Chuck?
No, it's not that I'm not fucking with it. It's just people are like, wow, Bryan's retiring at All In. No, he's not.
Yeah, and he never used the word retire, bro. In fact, he's gone out of his way to say, "I'll never say that I'm retired."
I'm stepping back from full-time wrestling.
Because he literally said out of his own mouth, he's like, "I hate the word retirement. I'm never going to announce that I'm retired. I imagine myself taking bookings at the age of 75 if that's feel something I feel like doing." Mm-hmm. He just said he's taking a step back from full-time, and he's never signing a wrestling contract again. That's all he said, bro.
Yes. Also, not related to Bryan Danielson, kind of, but not really. If they do, like, obviously the main event, he's probably going to win it all in. So that would be 2, like, fireworks, explosions, send a crowd home happy moments in a year. They're not going to turn Osprey heel. So if they do Osprey winning the world title in the main event next year, that will be 3 years of send people home happy in London. And I don't know that I can take it 3 years in a row. Sometimes I just want to see the bad guy win.
Yeah,
it would create a feeling that like All In always has to end with like the good guys being triumphant. Like the bad guy can never win at the end of All In, and like there's always gotta be a celebration. No, bro. Sometimes you have to send the kids home in the crowd scarred. You gotta scar them on their way home, bro. These are the formative memories for us.
And besides, bro,
I'll never forget what JBL did to my Mexican hero, bro. I'll never forget what JBL did to my Mexican hero.
Besides, it's England, bro. And like they always come home depressed anyway after.
Yeah, bro. They so fucking losing.
It's probably gonna be raining, you know. Like it takes 2 hours to get out of Wembley. That is a shoot, by the way. It takes so long to get out of Wembley after shows.
That's crazy.
Them kids' first memory of disappointment in that stadium is Bukayo Saka missing a penalty.
Bro.
They'll be all right. They tough, right? They got to step up a lip. They'll be straight.
Everyone is angry and
very racist messages, but
you know. I'm not. I don't do those things.
Remember that hoodie?
They should have just they should have had the end of All In this year be a bad ending. That's not what I meant. Not a good guy ending.
An ordinary wrestling ending where sometimes the bad guy just fucking wins.
Sometimes the bad guy wins. None of y'all seem happy. I'm a delight. I'm always happy. Riding. Speaking of things that make me happy, the Conglomeration were up next on Dynamite. Please do keep sending us super chats, guys, and like the video, all that good shit.
Yeah, like the video, send super chats, all that.
The Conglomeration, it was OC, Ishii, and Mark Briscoe, and they were wrestling the very random. Well, it's not very random, but Roderick Strong, Roosh, and the Beast Mortos.
Fucking lineup.
Honestly, such a sick lineup. Roosh and Beast Mortos should win the tag titles like tomorrow, preferably, because who else is going to do it in the tag division? That's not fair. Top Flight are great. Private Party are great. But regardless, this was a very fun trios match, and Beast Mortos got the pin, which I popped for, like, legitimately, because it's not what I expected to see, so I like seeing unexpected things, especially with talent that deserve that kind of push. So hopefully we see Beast Mortos versus Mark Briscoe in the future, but like I said, very, very fun match. I really like this trend of doing these, like, all-stars, 8-mans and trios that the 6-mans they've been doing, because it keeps, like, mid-card talents relevant on TV, which is something that we need to see more of, I think, from AEW. They should use the formula on Collision more as well, which it seems like they're doing, because of, obviously, there's that 8-man tag that I'm not going to try and remember everyone who's in it, but it looked fun on paper. But this match, Marcus, how are you feeling about it?
I don't know. Woody watching this shit. I can't hold you. This shit was great. But I got to talk about the Conglomeration right quick. Like, this is one of the most successful, like, units that they put together ever.
Yes.
It's just such an AEW thing. We just put a bunch of really cool baby faces in the mid-card that everyone loves. Mark Briscoe gets to talk every week, gets to wrestle every week. OC's still on TV every week, but he's more in a backseat role, and you let Mark Briscoe do all the talking. And they got Tomohiro goddamn Ishii on loan. What more can you ask
It's basically just 2024 chaos, if we're being real, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, this is great. Orange Cassidy being like pushed towards the back in a group and stuff, but still being able to like do his hot tags and get his shtick. So it's refreshed him to me, because like the Orange Cassidy, I think it was even a small part of the fan base. Like there was a pretty vocal part of the online fan base. So it was just like, all right, bro. Like, I think we've seen like all of what Orange Cassidy has to offer. We still love him, but it's just like a little break would be nice. Like, we don't need to see him opening Dynamite every week. And that break never happened. But they switched gears with him. They put him in a stable with Mark Briscoe cutting the most hilarious and endearing promos every week. These are amazing. We get to see Tomohiro Ishii weekly television matches, sometimes twice a week. He's literally wrestling tonight on the Collision that's being taped tonight. We'll see that on Saturday. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Beast Mortos, like he's like, all right, people point to his AEW record. But like he's being like presented as like as a really big threat on a really big stage. And he also got the Ring of Honor pay-per-view win. And then last night he pinned the Ring of Honor World Champion on TV. I'm sure he's gonna have another strong showing on the Collision match. And I think we're headed towards Beast Mortos versus Mark Briscoe, whether it be on Honor Club or AEW television. I'm cool with whatever. It's gonna be dope. Can't wait. They had Beast Mortos, the former Black Taurus, doing jobs to Bubba Ray Dudley last year. That's a shoot. They had him doing jobs to Tommy Dreamer last year. Yeah, in TNA. That's a shoot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is the weird shit that Scott D'Amore had going on. But he had so much goodwill in that little pocket of the IWC that people felt like they had to be like, yo, Scott D'Amore good. You know, you wasn't watching Impact, bro. You wasn't watching Impact.
That's more like a discussion of
you niggas was tweeting that Scott D'Amore should book ROH. You know how strongly he used to book Moose, bro? Moose. Bro, he never gave Speedball Bailey the world title. Chris Bay was red hot at the time. He never moved up the card. Like, a whole bunch of shit going on, bro.
They had Kenny and Johnson Alexander interact and just never did the feud. When Kenny
never did the feud. It's just nonsense, bro. Scott D'Amore bad.
I agree.
Well, this was awesome.
Oh yeah, I need Fredo. Conglomeration versus Word Dogs would move me facts. But we need Jake Lee out of there first. I can't cut.
Yeah. We don't need we done with the smart bastard.
Yeah, we done with the smart tool bastard.
But this was awesome. Yeah. It was just a great party trios that AEW is just capable of doing every week, and they've done it for a lot of weeks so far, which is great. Keep that going. Conglomeration, great. Beast Mortos, hey Tony, bro, give him that 2022 Kyle O'Reilly push where it was just random as hell. Like he's not like a big star, but people love to watch him wrestle, and and Tony clearly loves him. Just give him the 2022 Kyle O'Reilly joint all over again, and just let him win a bunch of matches and have a world title match. Why not?
Why not, man? Fucking Kyle O'Reilly, what guy? But yeah, no, I really love this. I love the Conglomeration. I'm going to be a very sad woman when Ishii goes back to New Japan, but I'm hoping it will become like a cross-promotional, like little faction thing, and it'll be great. We can hope. We can see. We will see. We will see.
Book him at Wrestle Dynasty.
Book him at Wrestle Dynasty. Book him at All In. Do something. I would like to see Kyle O'Reilly and Mark Briscoe at All In, and if it's in a Stadium Stampede with the Conglomeration, how many members have they got? They've got 4. If Joe and Hook ain't going to be back, put Shibata with them. I guess that's how you get me through a Jericho match, because Jericho will be on the other side, but I can deal with that if you've got people like Roddy, Bruce, and Beast Mortos on the card as well. Like, I don't know.
I'm so with that.
Maybe they could do that for the Stadium Stampede, because I think we are going to get one. I don't know when they announce it, but I think we do get one. Speaking of things that I don't want to All In, the Acclaimed had a promo up next, basically just calling out FTR. They're going to turn up at Collision because FTR called them out in a promo and now they're ducking them or something. I don't know. I am behind on Collisions, I'll be very honest. But yeah, not a bad promo. I just don't feel any kind of way about it, to be honest.
I like the promo quite a bit, actually. I can't hold you.
That's fair.
Get 2 straight weeks of them, because I'll explain it if you didn't watch Collision. So FTR came back, I want to say 2 weeks ago or something like that. And then when they called out the Bucks, they also basically just ignored the Acclaim completely. Because remember, they still are owed a title match because they won the Eliminator. Yes. And then the promo the Acclaim cut after Blood and Guts, they were just getting their shit off and basically said, "Yo, FTR, fuck y'all. Why you ducking us? We still have a title match. You just ignoring us completely." What's up with that? So that's all that was. I get it. Makes sense. Do I really want to see the Acclaimed? Not really. But it's something. And they're not doing a bunch of bullshit right now. They're actually acting somewhat serious.
I can't lie. FTR versus the Acclaimed versus the Young Bucks is a match that I definitely want to see more than FTR versus the Young Bucks or the Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed. Fuck it, bro. Let's get some 3-way tag hijinks and shit, bro.
They might be able to add another team in there as well.
Yo, actually, I just thought about that.
Add another team, bro.
House of Black, Kings of the Black Throne doing their little promo shit. I don't know what they got going on. But...
Yo, didn't Claudio win that tag match?
I'll take Kings of the Black Throne, bro. I'll take Bishamon. I'll take anyone, bro. I'll take Private Party.
That's a good show.
Anybody, bro. Throw a tag team in there.
Yeah, and Claudio and Yuya had a draw with FTR on Collision a month or two ago.
Yeah,
and I think they won that tag match last week on Collision, if I'm not mistaken.
That's not a bad show. It's not a bad show.
Oh yeah, that'd be a cool way to get Claudio on the card because I assume he's gonna do something. Yeah, but then just like what?
There's a bunch of teams with gripes against each other.
No,
can Claudio make it? Isn't the CMLL thing that weekend?
It is.
Yeah, but I did the science, and if he left like on a red-eye flight, not even a red-eye flight, but like if he left around like 8 a.m. the next morning, he would have a ton of time to spare. Okay. I didn't do like the whole time zone thing, but it's like it's a 12-hour flight from Mexico to 12-hour flight from Mexico to England, London.
Oh God, I can never figure it out going backwards, but I'm gonna take your word for it. House of Black going for trios.
No, the trios match is definitely going to be the Patriarchy versus Death Triangle.
That's what it feels like to me because of they're actually doing trio stuff with Death Triangle again.
Yeah. Shout out that trios match they had CMLL last week too, by the way.
Yeah, that was it was really fun. It was like it wasn't like a exhibition, like they were like in there trying to kill each other or anything, but like the vibes were amazing. Pentagon Jr. out-auraed Mystico in his house, walked up in his crib, walked in his trap, took over his trap. The crowd was going crazy for Death Triangle. They called Ray Phoenix King, they called Pentagon Jr. Lucha Brother, and they called Pac. And it was really funny.
It was so funny.
Lucha Brother, King, and Pac. Wow, I love it.
And then Pac just said, "Fuck y'all," and just taking masks off in the rev.
Yo, that was so funny. And they celebrated like they won at the end.
Yeah,
good vibes, good times.
Yeah,
that's real. I love the Lucha Brothers and Pac. I love Death Triangle. That's what I'm trying to say there. But next up, Mariah May had a sit down with Renee. I did think this was a little bit weird to run after her doing that promo that she originally did. But Mariah actually acknowledged that, and she was just like, I gave my answers. What else do you want from me? Sort of shit. I tweeted about this last night. I don't know if it was intentional, but the way that Mariah May was styled for this segment, she was basically like reflecting what Renee was like wearing and how she's usually styled. So I don't know whether that's like a common thread they're gonna keep for Mariah, like with people that she's coming face to face with. I think they should, because it's what's led her to the title anyways, her basically just stealing Toni Storm's personality. Really cool if that is planned. If not, happy accident. I like this sit down though. Mariah May is very eerie when she's just talking calmly about what she's done. It's a little bit fucked up that she's just like, yeah, I did that. Like, what else do you want me to say? I meant every word of it. Like,
I'm guilty.
It's very real. It's very, very real. I'm ready for her to be world champion, man.
I'm ready to see where it goes because like we've never got to see Mariah May, the wrestling television character, if that makes sense. We've seen Mariah May, Toni Storm's young girl. We've seen Mariah May like doing the whole like Mina and Toni Storm. Like she's like been like everything about her has been very Toni Storm centered, right? So like we never got to really see like, and like obviously she was doing like the whole fake personality stuff and all that. So we never got to see like what she wants to be on wrestling TV. And so when she wins this title and like puts the Toni Storm thing behind her, we're gonna get to learn more about like Mariah May as a wrestling TV character and what like her vision of like storytelling is and shit like that. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited.
Yeah, just getting her to a point is so young in her career and so young in her career on American TV to where people are going to be like, yo, I want to see her win the title in front of 40, 50,000 people. Like, that is remarkable, and that's a lot of dedication and having a real vision for someone when they come in. So kudos to everybody involved in this. Kudos to Mariah for taking it by the reins. And Tony playing her part to perfection, too, since about April. I've loved everything about this.
Yeah, Tony coming out onto the ramp afterwards and just screaming into the mic and like having the shoe. Was she trying to resplit herself open? Like, because if she was like genuinely trying, I'm sad for her that it didn't work. But
you know how frustrating that must be if you're like trying to like open your wound back up and it's just not working. You're like, damn, I just hit myself for no reason.
Yeah, I love her commitment to the bit.
If she wants to do it, she want the Hangman.
Who would y'all be your first babyface feud for Mariah May?
Mariah. Ooh. Who are babyfaces on the?
Thunder Rosa's a babyface. Willow. You could heat up Sheeta if you want to. Riho.
It kind of feels like they're turning Sheeta heel though.
Yeah, Sheeta's
that's the thing though. She's gonna turn heel.
They might need to turn her back, honestly.
Yeah. The babyface side, the more I look at it, is kind of thin. Queen Aminati, you can bring her up.
Yeah, Queen Aminati is another good answer. If Red Velvet wasn't champion, I would say her.
If Red Velvet didn't win the belt, I'd do her too. Honestly, the babyface side of the roster is a little thin. I can't hold you.
As much as I want Athena back on TV,
I wouldn't want her immediately losing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want her immediately losing. That's what she was doing before she went down to Ring of Honor, bro. She would have her 3-week TV feud and then lose a title match. Did it with Jade. Did it with the who was it? Tony? I think it was
Women's 4-way.
Yeah.
So
Jade, no, it might be too early for Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie. You can't bring Jamie back after over a year or two and have her lose. That'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
Doing a proper feud with Nyla Rose would be really cool. I keep saying this. Nyla Rose needs to be on TV more.
I'll be into that.
Yeah, she's an entertaining character on TV. Like
I'll definitely be into that.
She had a feud with Athena in ROH that was funny as hell. It was entertaining, and the match was very good. So
I think she would have a great match with Mariah May too.
Well. So I think her and Mariah could do something cool on TV. Because like Mariah doing her like kind of eerie, creepy girl kind of thing that she's doing right now. Nyla Rose ain't gonna buy into that.
That personality would match so well.
She's so funny.
Don't scare me, bitch.
Yeah, like it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So I would do Nyla Rose because I don't think Mariah necessarily has to defend the title at All Out. I would have her on the card in some capacity. Maybe that's where they do a women's. It wouldn't be a stadium stampede, but they could do. I'm in there. They could do an all-star tag or something. Cross over some of the stories and stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
We got a couple super chats. Keep on coming in, y'all. We appreciate the support. Rubber Buff $5 super chat. Danielson should drop it to Darby. So match moved me last night, bro. That was real raps.
That shit was fire.
Is that next? Is that what we got next, Charlie? All right.
No, we've got a Mercedes promo before that, but it's the next match.
So yeah, that was real grabs. I was loving what I was seeing, and I feel like they saved a lot too. And Jan $2 super chat. Year 2028, the Elite still got nothing for All In.
Well, the Kenny's guts didn't almost explode.
Bro, I need Kenny to like come back to wrestling. It's just like, oh, actually, I'm a selfish dickhead now, guys. Everything's about me. I need that so badly.
Every wrestler I need to be selfish in a politic. I need to be Kenny Omega, bro.
Please,
he's too good to just be so unselfish.
I need him to also tell the Bucks to wrestle because I miss watching them wrestle.
And he's back to tweeting again. He's in that mode again.
He is.
All right, Chuck, what we got?
We have got Mercedes Moné and Camille out. Camille had a squash match here. I forgot to note down the talent's name, but I know she's someone that was she was frequented AEW Dark a lot. I think her first name was like Brittany or something maybe. But it was a squash match, how squash matches go. Camille looked pretty solid here. I have no complaints about her performance. Britt got on the mic after. She referenced what happened at Comic-Con with the All-In match being made official, said that Britt was suspended by her EVPs. Yeah, just furthering the feud a little bit more. Didn't hate the segment, thought it was a good use of TV time. Ayo?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I liked what I saw out of Camille. So I watched a few of her, not even more than a few of her NWA matches, and she was really bad. She was not good. But this was, a lot of time's passed since then. It's 2024. These matches I was watching was like 22, 21, stuff like that. Seems like she's gotten better in the ring. She's definitely upped her moveset because it was extremely limited before. It was very rare to see her do a throw or slam on anyone. Shout out to Joe Holber in the chat.
Joe.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed when she didn't hit that torture rack and then hit the rack bomb again.
Yeah.
I was hoping that would be like her staple finisher, but she finished the match with something else. Maybe that's just her jobber finisher, and we're gonna see the rack bomb some more. Hopefully she brings that back. But I think it was a good bit of business that was done here.
Me too.
Marcus? It was cool. It was a cool little thing. I like the little Kenny Omega dunk she tried to do. It looked pretty awesome. She looked athletic out there.
Yeah, she did the reverse Kenny Omega dunk thing. It looked good.
Yeah. I like the presentation. I need her with actual music though. The next time she does wrestle.
Yeah, her just coming out to Mercedes music. Maybe they just don't have anything ready yet.
Maybe, but yeah, let's get her with music the next time she's out there in the ring. But I like their presentation. I liked how she looked. She looked strong. She's athletic. That's good enough for me right now. And we even got a name for this whole little thing: the Money Corporation. How we
the
feel
Money
about
Corporation, yes. I don't hate it. It's great, Mercedes.
I like it. Let's bring in the Renegades and let's do some real business here.
Yeah,
I've been wanting a strong female faction in AEW. I've been wanting it for a minute, bro. Never really got it. Marcus really liked the Brandy Rhodes Awesome Kong thing that they had going on in 2019. I didn't think it was AEW's strongest idea. Marcus was a big supporter of it. It didn't really work out in the end. But we had the chance to rewrite history here. We had the chance to correct things right now, Marcus. So I need you to get behind the Money Corporation with the same enthusiasm that you had for what was that called? The Nightmare Collective? Yeah, you got that shit tatted on your back, bro. We know about you.
First of all, do not listen to this man, y'all. Do not listen to
this nigga has the Nightmare Collective tatted on his back, and not even like across his shoulders either. It's on his lower back. This nigga got a tramp stamp, y'all. He has a Nightmare Collection tramp stamp. I wasn't even gonna say anything, bro. I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but you call me a liar, so I'm exposing your ass.
Well, because you are lying, first of all, even though you're my brother, I love you, but you're lying on my name right now, bro. I don't like that.
You're mad.
I got savings bonds all in the Money Corporation. I got stocks in there. I got everything. I got the whole shebang. As far as Nightmare Collective, I had
the implosion of the baddies was sad. Yeah, the baddies were a great female stable. They imploded. One day I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write a book and tell y'all what happened with the baddies. But today is not that day. It's a very funny and sad story.
Tragic, even.
What we got next, Chuck?
Yeah. First of all, last call for super chats because we were about to go into the last segment of the show. Again, if you haven't liked the video, please do so now and subscribe if you aren't already. But next up was
I almost banned this motherfucker. Come on, bro.
Come on, Joe.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man. I'm trying to forget that happened.
That was crazy. But yeah, Darby versus Hangman. I like this match. I think that they have a better one in them, but it was just the main event of a Dynamite, so of course. I don't think we needed as much of the overrun as they used. I think they could have shaved a minute or two off of this and it would have been a little bit tighter. I think Hangman as a heel is like great and I love it, and his in-ring style is awesome. Tighten it up a little bit. The pace does get a little bit slow sometimes, but I get that plays into his character right now, so it is what it is. They'll find a happy medium. He'll settle into the role sort of thing. But I really like this. Darby is insane and takes the craziest bumps. And I don't genuinely think he's human because what the fuck? Who takes a fall-away slam into the stairs like that?
That was nasty.
Coffin drop on the ramp off the top of one of the tunnels.
Yes.
That was nasty.
bro, crazy. But Darby did get the win off a roll-up pin because of Hangman could have just pinned him after the Dead Eyes, but he decided he wanted to go for the buckshot lariat. Darby collapsed out of that, and then he got caught in the roll-up, and Hangman was very mad about it, of course. But yeah, man, how are we feeling about the match, AO, and how do you feel about Hangman being on a losing streak again? Because I think I've seen this one before.
I like the match a lot. I agree with you that the pacing a little bit. Like I get that he really wanted the crowd to like really like absorb what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But when the crowd when you don't when the crowd's not as hot as you would typically want them to be, I think like they were popping for the moves and like the big spots and all this match and like the dramatics and the kickouts and stuff, but like they weren't like showering him with the booze during the in-between stuff. And it seems like that's how the crowd is like moving. I think you need to adjust and work a little bit faster. But I really liked it. Those power bombs were disgusting. The follower slam into the steps were disgusting. Him hitting Darby with the two dead eyes was nasty. You know, he got caught again this week. He could have won the match after the two dead eyes. He could have pinned Darby, but he didn't. Went for the buckshot to really rub it into his face, and it led to his downfall. It continued the Hangman losing streak, and people were crashing out about this, and I get it. I get it. Hangman came back with so much momentum. That promo was amazing. New music, new attitude. Hangman Page like we never seen him before, and he's on a losing streak. Which I would be okay with if I felt like this was going to pay off in a way that mattered to me.
Yes.
If Swerve drops this belt to Bryan Danielson, and then we get Hangman versus Swerve at Wrestle Dream, or Hangman versus Swerve at All Out, and Hangman finally beats Swerve and he finally gets his revenge, that's not good enough to me.
That's not a good payoff, no.
That's not a good payoff. It's not good enough to me. I don't think that's not like, no, bro. This needs to be for the title, because that's what this was always about. Like Swerve came after Hangman because of title opportunities. Hangman said that he was never gonna let Swerve win the title after what he did to his family. Swerve won the title, so it's Hangman's job to take it off of him. And I don't know, bro. Hangman dropping the belt. Swerve dropping the belt. Even if like Hangman got in the way somehow in the finish, and like cost Swerve the belt. So he cost Swerve the belt, and then they get their match. That's still not good enough to me. But yeah. So like I said,
I've stopped tweeting about this because of my mentions get slammed every time I do. But yes, I agree.
It's bunch of people coping. Like the nigga literally said, "I'd rather die than see Swerve win that championship." Like,
bro,
and even
if he didn't say any of that, during Blood and Guts, he handcuffed Swerve or chain whatever he did to Swerve. He tied Swerve he handcuffed Swerve to the cage, and then he picked up the AEW World Championship, put it in his face, and he's like, "I'm gonna take this away from you. You don't deserve this. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna make sure you lose this." All of that, bro. So he's literally like, if you have issues following simple stories, Hangman pounded it into your brain during Blood and Guts, and somehow you still don't get it. Like, I think y'all just watch the show on mute, bro. Like, I don't understand.
It genuinely baffles me that he does things like that, and people are just like, well, it's about the title now because of blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, it's always been about the title because of Swerve said in their first face-to-face promo, "I'm coming for your spot. You didn't deserve to be the world champion." And that type of not bullshit. He said that was the type of shit he was saying. It's always a bit about the top spot, which is being the world champion, which is about the title. I don't understand where this has got lost in translation. Am I crazy? Like, am I genuinely crazy?
Generally, a lot of this is people coping because they see where someone's going now, where it's like, well, actually, if you go back to such and such, this random thing, he really didn't mean it. They're trying to make sense of it in their heads verbally, which, like, guys, just say this shit sucks. or just say they made a mistake in not making this the title feud. It's okay. You don't have to lie to yourselves. I promise. It's fine when you tell the truth to yourself and actually watch the shows with your own fucking eyes and listen with your own fucking ears. It's okay.
It's fine. I was in the building when Hangman Adam Page tapped out so Swerve couldn't win the belt. That's all I'm saying.
And I was in the building.
He gave up the only opportunity to keep Swerve away from it.
And I was in the building when Swerve came out during the Joe confrontation. Hangman came out, and it was very much about the AEW World Championship. Anyway, I like the match a lot. Finish was good. The finish was
I like the match a lot. That needs to be a future AEW World Title Championship match, like someone else said in the super chats. I don't care who's champion going in. I think it'll be great regardless.
I agree.
Yeah, but
yep.
Yeah,
it's
no crazy ending.
I'm not gonna whine about the. Yeah.
I'm surprised it was just Hangman loses. That's all we have for Dynamite, folks. Goodbye. Like I was like, I don't know what I was expecting to happen, but I thought something was gonna happen. Like it's anything. I don't know.
You just lost.
That was a bit weird. It was a bit weird. Was a bit weird.
I do kind of feel like Excalibur or something.
Genuinely do something.
I was crashing all over children at the damn ringside. Like,
yo, it's kind of crazy. We're 5 years in, and Excalibur still hasn't taken a bump yet. It's kind of crazy.
That's wild. I think you take a bump. You did wrestle Excalibur.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a bump one of these days.
Like, I've seen Shivani take bumps before you, and it was like a little bump where you just got shoved to the ground. You ain't got nothing, Excalibur. They ain't touch you.
That's funny. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of a weird ending to Dynamite because enough happened, but maybe we've been spoiled with big angles at the end of episodes, I guess. But overall, I did think this was a pretty good episode, not a great episode, but good for story progressions all around. Bryan hasn't got me in, but I'm so stubborn on. If I didn't get so much pushback on Twitter about all this Hangman stuff, I'd be so locked in for Bryan already. But I'm stubborn as fuck, so I'm not logged in. I will be in the stadium, and I'm going to have a great time there, but we'll see. I'll be excited there.
It's going to be. Yeah.
It's going to be.
You got 24 days.
That's crazy. It is so soon.
That's wild.
Literally. Oh, shit. It's literally August now.
Yeah, it is August.
It's August.
Yeah, it's August 2nd. I mean, it's August 2nd here because of time zones, but yeah.
Yeah, but enjoyable Dynamite. Like I said, beginning the show, good, not great. But I still really enjoyed it. What do we have? What's been announced for next week? We have Fletcher, MJF. We have is that it?
Jarrett Danielson. I think
Jarrett
Bryan.
Oh yeah, Jarrett versus Danielson.
They didn't announce it officially, but Shibata versus Bryan Keith. The match is probably going to happen. I think that's about it. They announced the eight-man tag for Collision, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I know FTR were on. I know FTR on the graphic. Joe, you're a piece of shit.
Joe, come on now, bro. We can't be doing this.
Maybe you know.
They're embracing their dark side.
Maybe we right the wrongs of yesteryear. We get you know.
Player, get the band back together.
Player 2 versus the Young Bucks. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson versus the Bucks. That's fire, yo. That's gas. We here for it.
It's 2019, yeah. You know.
Hey, man.
All right.
We ain't in Reseda no more.
I think we're about done here. Please like the video. Subscribe if you have not yet. What should they leave in the comments?
What's the funniest tag team for the Bucks to work at All In?
What's the funniest tag team for the Bucks to work at All In? And if Bryan Danielson wins the championship, who should he drop it to at Wrestle Dream?
Well, I made a tweet last night that answered that first question, apparently, according to Dub Twitter. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I ain't seen much. I ain't got to say nothing. Do we have any plugs? Because I don't. I do just want to say to chat, I'm not going to be here next week. I don't know who will be hosting, but I'm going to be at a music festival, so I physically cannot be here. But any plugs?
I'll probably be here next week. So nothing to plug. Sunday show maybe. We'll see. If we're there, show up. If we're not there, blame Ebu. Marcus.
Yeah.
There ain't too much to plug, but I will say, for the people that crashed out last night, which I understand, just hey man, when we say niggas will do jobs, we cannot crash out when niggas do jobs.
This is true.
And we are out of here.